tilt bar chords, meaning you're putting 4 fingers down on the fretboard, but you're leaving the top 2 strings, B and E, open. So they're not as hard as a traditional bar chord. They still require a little dexterity to get your fingers into place on the frets. But if you keep your hand relatively stable throughout, you can move from chord to chord without a lot of adjustment that your fingers would have to do if you were going from a low bar chord up to a higher bar. So you have A, C sharp minor, and B. But being that we have the open strings in the top, that changes the name slightly of each of the chords. But let's go over the forms first. So your first finger on 2 of the chords, that's going to be the A, and B is going to be located on string 6. For A, it's going to be on fret 5. Your first finger then is followed by your third finger, which will go on string 5, fret 7, your pinky on string 4, fret 7, and your second finger, your middle finger, on string 3, fret 6. And the top 2 strings, as I said before, are open. Then we move to C sharp minor. You go leftward and down a string. You're going to be in 4th position on the 5th string. The fingering does not change. You have your first finger on string 5, fret 4, third finger, string 4, fret 6, pinky, string 3, fret 6, and your second finger on string 2, fret 5, and your open E string is let go. It kind of doubles that E. Then we go to the 6th string, 7th fret. So this is going to be B. It's a B at 11. Then we go down to A to start things off again. So there's only 3 chords. And then back to A, C sharp minor, and B. Let's go over Justin's strumming technique because that question's bound to come up. So what he does, this is in slow motion, but it's basically like this. That is the first 2 beats. Now on the down, he takes his hand downward through the strings and holds it slightly. Down, 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 up. So you have 2 long downs where the hand stays down a little bit extra. Sometimes he'll get to that B, hold it, and he'll do a little shift, which is down, down, up, down. And I'm muting, as you can hear part of that. It's worth for me to take the time to explain muting, because muting is one of the most difficult techniques to get down on the guitar. This is unmuted. This is muted. So I give a clear down. Then my down up is slightly muted. That means I'm not pushing down hard on the strings. It's a transition into the next chord. That's pretty much how he does the intro. At the beginning, Justin plays through the chords slowly as he sings. When he gets to the main part of the verse, he'll start on the A, what he does is plays that first A chord as though he's going to single strum all the chords throughout the next section, but then all of a sudden he lights it up when he gets to that C sharp. This is a really good lesson for those of you wanting to learn how to strum the guitar properly. Just watch what he does here, because it's strong, powerful, and right on the money. During the outro choruses, he plays around with the audience a little bit, and he'll hit the single chord, have them singing, and cut off the sound. Throughout the end of the song. At the end, these are my favorite chord forms in terms of open sound on your guitar. They can be played not only on the frets that we just used in the song, but you can also do E. You can do a D. You can do the second fret, somewhat dark. You can do G. So it doesn't work on every fret, but it works on enough that you can create some really cool music. And that's about it for the song. It just rolls through that chord progression. Aside from the stops that he does in the outro chorus and at the beginning, it pretty much rolls through the progression. All right, I will see you again soon.